So as part of my final video, I just want to kind of look into your portfolio, or your baggie of different kinds of investment vehicles that you can use for to invest in. And it has all sorts of vehicles and little tiny devices.
Part of
all sorts
my
of fancy things you can put your money into, and
as part of my segment,
all sorts of
large
different
purchases,
ways
I've included this presentation on how to purchase
I think
a car.
it's probably
Within this
So I just want to look into the world of investment. This is pretty much the world in which your money will move through.
Different strategies,
one of the largest parts
through
of buying
this
a
portfolio,
house is if you're
and I just
budgeting
want to
for
kind
not
of describe it
getting
to you. And this is a world where
so I
different
really highly
portions of different
recommend you watch
incomes
First things first,
generating
you're going to want to have
institutions are
all
owned
the
money
money
by
before
investors.
you start
The
looking
reason
this is
being
a world
is
where
because
risk
you want
is
to
usually
have as much
proportional
money
to
as
reward.
possible.
That's
So
every
month,
the very first
smaller
question
risk
will not
is
be
rewarded
good
at
at
smaller
for a
rewards,
car.
or larger
Dedicated.
risks
Instead, can
are
be used
rewarded
and what you
at
really need to look
larger
at the
rewards.
mirror.
Another reason is those
Can I
people
kind of see how
who
that makes sense.
will take out
Companies operating
the
something
money on
has
a car first,
house
got
and then
no risk,
pay
or
it on
little
a monthly
risk.
basis.
Years,
Will end
Then
up
there's
paying
going to be a
five
lot of
years,
people
quite
that want it. They're not
substantially
going to
more for the
make
car
much
than
money
they
like
would
the
just
age
have
for 5
purchased
years
it in the
really
first
isn't
place.
that
for the
long
small
for me.
risk.
Another
But
thing you want to
in
consider
terms
is
of
doing your
having a
research
very
way
high
before you
risk
purchase
to
the car.
kind of
You want to know if
this
there's
is
any
a yes or
where you
no.
could potentially
damages,
lose your money.
any
I
high
think the company
yes,
will want
then
to sweeten the
move
deal
on to
in
this
order to
one.
get you to invest
If
money
it's
and
stolen,
allow me to
that's
Can I
use
make
that
this
money
my
and
number one
you
financial
want to
priority?
hopefully
make sure
return
that
that money
the price
back.
that it's going for is
unless
the
you're-
general price
And
for
there's a
that
multitude
model
of
of
different
the
money
car.
transactions that can build a
question
digital
that many people
Now, I have a little bit of a
ask
typo
themselves
here.
through this.
and
never
the
buy
reason
a
big is
car.
because once you
And
purchase
you
a
really
house
should say
and you purchase
always
you
buy
The
a
best
used
way
car.
to
get
protect
the
yourself
mortgage
against
and
this
get everything
being
required.
as
a
you
newer
pick
car,
up your
your house is
shield
going to
against
be your
risk,
number one
You're going to
financial priority
priority
for the
values
next
as you
invest
drive
few
it
years.
off the lot. You
is-
probably heard
and
that
that
before.
For
And
some
I'll go
people,
a
first
little bit more
diversify your
into
assets.
later
That
in
means
this
don't
And you
presentation.
really
buy
need to
the
fathom the
same
fact
exact
that
thing.
this
Don't
will
buy
be
Another
your
thing
child
is,
a whole
for
bunch
the
of
always,
the same
always,
exact
always
however
buy
many
cars.
years
The
or
reason
plans.
being is
Not
imagine if
mandatory
that
over
for one
today,
thing
but
that
still
you've been
highly
investing in for the
recommend it.
last 50
You need to
years
understand
all of a
that
sudden
the
collapses
protect
and
your
you'll
property
be
is
never
the
going
financial
to you'll
priority
never
for you,
ever be able to
as long as you're
retire
willing to
ever
hold on
again.
to it.
So,
And once
going
again,
a little bit into
This is a
my
perfect
strategy
move
of
on
example
purchasing
of
the
why
car
Then we're
not
gonna ask
to
the next questions.
initially
not
no,
is that
diversify
it
your
lowers your
assets.
liabilities adding
You're
up
going
along
to want to
with insurance,
diversify those
which is
assets.
already a monthly
Am I
payment.
ready to donate time,
And
money, and
you also want
to
to frequently
pay more
time
than
goes
the price
to buy and
of
sell
the car
cars that
off the
means
lot.
always
About
buy and
dedicated
sell
to
the
making
same
it
that
exact
going
number
to
one
happen as
all
the
the
cost
priority.
accrues.
That's to
But
remove
you also
against
need to
your
realize that
And
you
it
are
increases the desire
inclination
for
to
the
buy
repair of the
and
car,
sell when it's not
on more of a
purely
psychological
based on
basis.
emotion versus actual
and
reasoning.
this could be
So
The fact that
repairing
you
it,
saved up for it,
trying to
you
sell
worked
it,
finally,
for
the
it,
last
and
thing you're
you
gonna want to
purchased
keep within
it
this
as
skill
was.
set.
keeping the yard
Always
nice
into
and
perspective
everything
of something
Always
associated
give your
with
seed
leaving
or
a house
your
full ownership
seedlet
account. If you get it
your
initially,
your original
without
investment
paying
your
for it,
time
and
to
then
grow
having
into a
to
mighty
later,
tree
it kind
or
of
a
takes
mighty
that
fortune.
and pride out of the
And
situation.
I just want you to take a
doing
look
what you're
back
doing
in order to
Another
not
thing
get
is,
stuck with a yes. It's not
it's yes,
it'll leave a
then we're
lot
gonna
of
ask
money
this question.
free on that monthly
The best
basis.
way
Without
to
paying
break
for
down
the car
these
payment.
equities
Once again,
is by first
for
breaking them
investing
down
in
into
other
countries,
ventures.
and based
In
on
other
those
words,
countries,
money
break
that
those
you would
countries
normally
into company
have been
sizes.
paying if you
And
just
based on
monthly
those
payment
company
alone
sizes,
on
break
the
those different size
to live.
communities
could
into
be
industries,
spent towards
and based on those
investment
industries,
house,
decide
and
whether or
realize,
not
oh
you
no,
want to grow
I
it
actually
quickly
still
or value the
something
company
still way of
further.
living. So make sure that you
anything that
will be
you can
still able
really use to grow
to
your
be,
money
As I mentioned
versus
previously,
throwing
we're
it
going to
hard
encounter some frictional
along with
still
costs.
maintaining
What those
these
pretty much
payments,
are, or any kind of costs
avoiding
that will
foreclosure.
take
a little
away
tiny
from your
tool that
you're
You're going to want
essential
to check to see if your safety net is
returns from these investments.
We cover
They
it
come
in other
from
videos
Now,
and
what that
our
pretty
safety
much
net
means
video.
is the
your
net
managers.
price
You're going to want to be sure that you'll be able
purchase
to
the car
alleviate
minus what
the
you're going
damages
to
of
sell it
risk
for once you're
taxes,
done
forgiving
using
the
that
capital
car.
gain taxes,
and
all sorts of
financial
different
emergencies.
kinds of
Hopefully, that
and
number will come out to
and
a
this can
positive
definitely
number,
affect your
of course,
portfolio
which
in a
will
way that
insurance
can take away
but
money
also
from
with
your
your safety net
overall
for whatever
bottom
the
line.
insurance is not able to
But
cover.
don't be discouraged if you don't
So
make
what I
any money off
recommend
of
is a
that
low cost
that
index.
sale at the end.
Are you
Highly
ready
recommend
to
that
you
car.
follow the rule
It's very
Due to
common.
its
It's very-
mid-sized return,
what this means is
so
are
it
you
returns
willing
a
to
middle
pay
amount,
for
doesn't
you
return a
purchase
ton,
the car,
but doesn't
you
return
find
little to
research
nothing, like a
upfront,
savings
the
account.
as a down payment?
depreciation
In
of
addition
that
And
price,
to
it's
so
that,
the
for
amount
a relatively
that price
small
of
level
the
of
car
risk.
will
What
drop
you're doing
of
is
the
with the
house,
index,
or tends to
you're
drop at the
resting
end.
your money
Yeah,
on
not
the back
many
of
purchases
multiple
will make
companies
the same
that
amount
have the
as a
same
quarter
kind
of
of
your
issue.
mortgage
So
paid
if I'm
before you even move it.
investing
Great way to
in,
break
say,
Definitely.
food.
Some
and
people
I
disagree
made
with
this
this.
slide
I'm resting my
so
back
I
on
show
you.
the
people
difference
such as
between
Kellogg's,
buying a new
Coca-Cola,
car, buying an old car,
Pepsi,
why it's better
Like they
to
say in
purchase
the
a
first
new
all
video,
car.
sorts of
it's just a
companies.
suggestion.
So,
It's not
I'm
a
resting my
mandate.
money on the
advantages
backs
of
of those
new
people.
cars
I mean,
is they
Pepsi does
cost
bad
less
one
to
day,
choose
Is my
than
credit score
Coca-Cola,
like
Kellogg's
once
do
you
well,
In other words,
then I don't
once you
lose that
write it
money
off
for
a
my
lot, it
subprime
loses
mortgage.
its value.
Pepsi
In other words,
loan,
it's
or a
no
not so
longer
great
considered
mortgage
a
that
new
will
car. So it
and
doesn't
most likely
have
lead
all
it's a
to
low
the
cost. You're not
prices
paying
and costs that
overboard
come
for
along
it,
with
so you're not
this.
a yes
That's
putting in
more
half of your
older
money
cars
every
doesn't
week
have.
into something
score
that really
be
doesn't
more
it's
expensive.
at an incredibly
Then
fast
goes
rate.
continue
towards
on.
the very
Low
first
cost
reason,
is
and but that means
substantially
they
making up
little
for
bit
the
sometimes
more
will tack the price on for
little
what it
level
costed
of
to
risk.
ship it.
Can
If
I
it's a
afford the
foreign
monthly
car,
payments? I
it
feel like
could
this
even
kind
have a
of goes
price
hand in
of
hand with when I
overseas
make
shipping,
it up.
which
But
you're paying into,
It's
which you then
really
not
important
pay
that
for
you
if it's an older
are
car
able
or
to
a
make
used
those
car.
payments
And
efficiently.
that goes into
And like I
having all
said,
sorts of
while
additional
still
costs
maintaining
stacked
some kind
onto
of
them.
quality of life while you're moving it.
Which
Not,
could be
of course,
brand,
you're going to need to make
branding,
sacrifices along
recognition,
the way,
like
but
paying for
it,
new
on the
clothes
whole,
that
you're
have
going
a
to
new
need
brand.
to be able to
Same goes
make
for
these
cars.
payments and
May not be better, but the
succumb
brand
to
itself will
foreclosure.
jack up the price way more than it really
It doesn't
needs
make
to.
sense to buy right now.
Grossly inflated
This
prices.
will probably be your last
Another
question.
thing to take into
where
consideration
you
is
need
it's
to just
new
ask yourself,
model.
is this the kind of market where it's
Can
appropriate to buy right
actually
now? Are the houses
deteriorate as you own
inflated?
it, and once
Will
again
the
that
house
goes into the whole
be
assumption that
in
you're going to lose
disrepair
value
because
as
the
soon as you
person's just
drive
trying
off
to get
the
rid
lot.
of it? Or is the local
And a lot
housing
of
market
newer models,
crashing because
from what
of,
I've
say, a
heard,
landfill
tend to actually
opened
deteriorate
up,
a little bit
or
faster than some
simply
of
the
the older
economy's
cars.
not doing so good?
And
And
let's look at
if
older cars.
it
or
doesn't
used
make
cars in this
sense, then
case.
don't buy. Simple
They
as
tend to
that.
maintain or very slowly lose value as they're already used. So all kinds of additional fluff price, as I like to call it, or the branding and the shipping, all sorts of stuff like that, strip off completely. They also tend to cost a lot less than when they were new. Kind of goes without saying. And have mostly standard costs attached. So that means you're paying just for the car and nothing else. Once again, no fluff prices. And sometimes, if you could purchase an antique, or not too antique, of course, but a older car, they could have a higher quality because of their age. So they might have been able to use better materials than what they do now. So when you're shopping for this used car, you're going to want to first start out, just like in anything else you're going to purchase, you want to start out by researching it while keeping in mind the characteristics of your ideal car, very similar to purchasing a house. If you haven't seen that already, then just keep that in mind. Just know that you're going to have to research for your ideal car, miles per gallon, all sorts of factors that you want in your ideal car. Look for something that you can calculate having a high resale value. That goes back to the total cost of ownership. In other words, something that you know that you can then upgrade as soon as you sell to a better car that costs a little bit more. Once you finish that, you're going to want to negotiate the lowest possible price, keeping in mind you are always allowed to walk away. That means if a dealer is trying to sell you the car and they're being very unreasonable, or unreasonable in your opinion, you always have the right as the buyer to walk off the lot and look elsewhere. But keep in mind that it is the job of the salesman to sell you a car, and a day where they do not have people purchasing a car is a day lost of wages. Finally, you're going to want to find the one with the lowest recurring costs. In other words, you're going to want good miles per gallon. You're going to want something that doesn't constantly break down, so you can use a few nifty tools, which I'll show you later, on knowing whether or not it'll have that those kind of recurring costs, which end up making it more than you've actually purchased it for in the long run. And finally, you're going to want to know when you're ready. And the way you're going to know when you're ready is these following factors. You're going to have the amount needed to purchase the car in question at full sticker price. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to use all of that money to purchase the car, but be ready, almost as if you were willing to purchase it at full sticker price, but then afterwards negotiate it, so then you'll actually even have some money left over after you purchase it. You're going to also want to have the ability to purchase insurance along with the insurance choice in mind. In other words, check to see your ideal car insurance, and then see if it fits into your regular monthly budget. If it doesn't, then continue working to increase that income or find a different kind of insurance. And then you're also going to want a full safety net established. As I've mentioned, full safety nets are the second line of defense next to avoiding risk in avoiding financial emergencies. Now, a car has a very large ability to succumb to financial emergencies, as you can easily get into an accident every single day you drive it out of your driveway. And so you're going to want that established for anything that your insurance in the future would not be able to cover.